Ah, that feels good. Welcome again to Virtual Smoke Sesh. I believe this is episode 3, could be 4. Today we'll be smoking a blend of blueberry from Ottawa Kind Delivery, OK Kind Delivery. Check out okkind.ca or just Google search it. If you're in Ottawa or British Columbia and you want some good dope at a very good price. Also, I've got a bit of my own homemade hash in here. I don't know what strain it's from. I used a bit of leftover shake and stuff that I had from Nathan when I purchased a big bag off of someone he was living with. But oh boy, it feels good to be smoking a joint today. And you ask, you might know me if you know me by now. I smoke weed every goddamn day, about 10 times a day. But this past weekend, it's Wednesday now, but fuck, this past weekend I didn't have any weed at all. I had completely exhausted my resources. Sharing with my new girlfriend and sharing with my friend Nathan and his girlfriend. Long story I didn't want to get into, but yeah, I ran out of fucking weed. And there's been a lot of crazy shit in Canadian news recently. Like, I've got all kinds of shit. A grandma committed suicide with the help of the government. We've got the Canadian government ordering guillotines. We've got fucking corona death camps going up. All kinds of fucking crazy shit. And believe me, I've been paying attention. I've been watching. I've been writing stuff down. And I've got at least 10 videos, 15 videos in the pipeline waiting to come down. So, yeah, I just thought I'd take a little opportunity to smoke a J now that I'm packing heavy. And we're going to be getting into those tonight. I'll probably even get on with the live show since the night is Wednesday. But yeah, before I go any further, I got a few things I'm going to talk about here on my little list I'm looking at. You can't see it, but I'm looking at a list on screen. And yeah, before we go any further, I want to say shout out to Jack Jersowitz. I saw your email. I didn't read it yet. I did see it. I'm going to check it out probably after I smoke this Big Bad Johnny baseball bat. And yeah, all I can say though is I'm very excited to read your email, and thank you for contacting me, man. Fuck, it's very exciting. But anyway, I won't go into detail about that. Just for the rest of you viewers, some new shit's coming down the pipeline, probably involving people who've been watching me for about a year, and they have shit to say, and they're finally gonna, come and possibly have a conversation with me. So I'm very excited. And if you want to have a conversation too, if you're watching this about something you're seeing and no one's talking about it, I want to talk to you, and maybe we can do it over joints. But without further ado. So yeah, this weekend, holy fuck. I'd say even like on Thursday, I was bar out of weed. I might have had a hit left. So I don't know, I might have like a 0.5 left. Oh, I take it. And I start chopping it all up, right? And like I said, I still have a big bag of this stemmy fucking thing. It's huge. It's like a big stem of weed. And you can see there's still shake and stuff coming down, see? There's still some shake coming out there. And that's from my friend Nathan. He was living with some old lady, and she had a plant there. So she sold me it for $5, and I think I gave Nathan the $5. She wanted another 5, but at that point, Nathan said, "Oh no, she just gave it to me. So it's all good. Don't worry about the other 5." So I lucked out. I mixed some of that nasty fucking shit. Oh, it smokes horrible with the good shit that I had, and I'd be taking little pipe hits. But the only problem was, like, not only did I have no weed, but my lighter I had 2 green lighters. They both fucking died at the same time. Then I was using these 2 different lighters, one of them for gas and one of them for spark. And the one I was using for gas was actually one of those cheap 50-cent dollar store lighters. And I had to actually take a piece off of another one and put it on backwards. I wish I had it around here to show you. I think this is it right here. No, that's not it. I wish I had it here to show you, but I had to basically put it on backwards. Like, you see how there's this thing here? I had to take the button off. Inside the button, there's this little piece that pulls up the gas switch to let it fire. Oh yeah, that's why I don't have it, because it blew up. And I took it off. I put this little piece on backwards. So if you can picture this with the handle coming off backwards, that's how I was lighting my joints and my pipes and everything all fucking weekend long. Drove me nuts. I didn't have a lighter. Didn't have fucking barely any weed. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. But anyways, when I'm taking hits sometimes, especially if some heavy duty hash or something like that, I remember I scraped out my pipe. I did all the old stoner tricks. Scraped on my nice little pipe here, and I would take like the balls of rosin. I got probably like fucking a 0.3 or 0.4 of rosin, and I would take these little balls of rosin and roll them in the shake, and they'd be like, it would look like a fucking just a ball of shake, but it was rosin covered in shake, right? I think they call them moon rocks if you do it with proper shit. If you use hash and fucking and like really crystally weed fucking particles, then I think they're called moon rocks. I might be wrong. It might be shatter. That's moon rocks. Anyways, holy fuck. I got fucking stoned. I was taking hits, right? I took like 4, 5, 6 of these fucking balls, just keep smoking them back and forth. And they do get you stoned, not super high. But I remember I zoned out for a minute. Like I often do. You'll probably see me do that in a minute. And I was zoned out. And it was probably like 5 seconds, 6 seconds. I had a huge fucking head rush. And when I came to, I heard like... I was like, what the fuck? I was looking around. I looked down. It's that cheap dollar store lighter. It's fucking burning at the top. I'm like, oh, fuck! Threw it over there. Nothing happened. It didn't explode or anything, but I went and I grabbed it and fucking I threw it under the water. Went I fucking put it under the tap. Scared the shit out of me though. Imagine I was just sitting there zoned out and exploded in my hand, ripped all the flesh off my fingers. Fucking that'd be great. That'd be great, man. Probably get me fucking twice as high. But anyways, eventually I ran out of that good weed, or if you want to call it good weed. Probably 24 hours it lasted me. So I go through my drawer, right? And in my drawer, there's all kinds of shit. There's paper. There's bottles of shit. There's a bunch of it's not even garbage. It's really just like business cards, all kinds of stupid shit. I go through there and I scrape all, like there's this fucking dust and some fucking fine particles. I take a business card and I scrape it all together. Half of it's like fucking ashes and just dust and shit, fucking grossness. Paper particles. But I swear to God, I scooped all of it out. It must have been a gram of fucking shite. And I fucking topped it out all right here in front of me on my computer desk here. My little computer desk right here. And I tap it out. And I take the card and I'd put it all in a fucking fine line like some kind of a disgusting meth head. And I would take my finger and I'd go like this. I'd look at what the fuck was in the pile. If there's like a bug leg in there, because we have a little bit of a bug problem here, I'd take the bug leg. I'd take out some fucking like hair and shit. I'd take it like pieces of drywall off of where the cats come up on my computer desk and scratch the fucking thing. And eventually I was left with like a 0.5. So I went from a gram of garbage and shit. And it took me like an hour, and anyway, I kneaded it all out, and I separated it, and man, it fucking got me stoned. It got me through. But holy fuck, I gotta tell you, it feels good to be holding a nice fucking blueberry joint with some fucking hash. I've got a nice hot chocolate coffee here. And yeah, it's a Wednesday. We gotta get back into making the content again. I've had a nice long fucking break. No, it wasn't Thanksgiving. I'm in Canada. My Thanksgiving was a long time ago. But yeah, getting back into it and getting back on top of shit, because you know what? We've got Christmas coming up, and it's not going to be a great Christmas. Let me tell you. Santa Claus is not coming to visit this year. You know who's coming to visit you? The fucking man, the police department. They're going to knock on everyone's doors and make sure that there's no one inside. Either that, or they'll just check on their phone trackers, and if they see too many phones in one space, that's how they track you. So what else did I want to talk about? Oh, yeah. So, in other news in my life, is my mom has been talking a lot to my cousin. She's more like an aunt, really, but she's our cousin in Holland. And what have they been talking about? Well, mostly the scamdemic. And if you've been paying attention to my channel for a while, you know I've been trying to tell my mom about what's really going on. And, like, she believes it. She hears what I'm saying, but she hasn't really understood the level at which these monsters are playing. And she didn't really she's like, oh, it's like the flu but worse, that same media shit. Now she's talked to my cousin enough to basically realize that not only is this a scam and a boondoggle and over exaggerated, but it's basically being used to push an agenda. And if you're not going to consent to being experimented on by drug companies with a proven record of hurting people and getting away with it just by paying a small fee, not even close to what their actual company is worth. It's like it's ridiculous. Oh, well, I'm not gonna be able to look. I don't take the bus. I'm not gonna be able to take the bus. I'm not gonna be able to do banking. What now? I can't have money because I refuse to be experimented upon. I mean, we smoke this fucking joint. This is virtual smoke sesh, not virtual bitch sesh. Now, I mean, listen, I seen an article in the news, and I'm going to report this later tonight. And it says it's like 41% of Canadians, or something like that. It's like near 50. It's less than 50, of course. When it's at 50, almost 50% of Canadians, when asked, said they wouldn't support a mandatory vaccine. They would not. And all the comment section, for some reason, CBC fucked up, left their comments on. And for some reason, everybody there said this is all bullshit. I don't even remember what the fuck I'm talking about. Blueberry. This stuff is devastating. But, yeah, they said it's bullshit. They weren't, like, one person said, Canadians. I was like, who did you ask? I don't recall being asked. And all I put down there was, like, fucking, I can't even remember. But people don't agree with this shit, man. People don't buy this shit. We're not as stupid up here in Canada, no offense, as some of the people in the States are, or even, like, in Europe. I don't know. People are standing up a lot more than around here, as far as I can see in the fucking, in the funny pictures. All right. So, is it too little or too late, though? My mom's finally awake to what's going on. Is it too little too late? I'm trying to tell her, we got a plan to get the fuck out of here. You got to find a piece of land. She's got a few grand in the bank. Not too much, though. It's a pretty small amount, but it's enough to put a down payment on a place. And I'm telling her, we got to find a place. We got to get the fuck out of here. Now, I'm thinking I might even go, if things get really bad, my uncle has a campsite with pretty nice big trailers. I believe there might even be internet access, so I'm considering moving out of there, or out of here, and, I'm pretty proud to announce that this year, I'm not sure exactly when, but I am going to be starting a business of some kind. It's probably going to be around in the realms of snow shoveling or something like that, or, if we can't get a move on, it might be after the winter, but I'm definitely starting a company this year, and I'll tell you why. I'm sick of paying rent at a place where I get zero respect. I get, included hydro in the rent, but all I get every year is my rent goes up $100, $100. I get less and less to live on, and, if I've got to complain about something, I'm not heard. Either way, if you're living at a place, and let's say you pay $1,000 a month, at the end of the year you pay 12 grand. Now, if you took your money and you fucking moved to a place a little bit further from the city, and you had a rent-to-own deal, you'd be a year closer to owning your own place. So everybody, and I'm telling you, this whole rental system is completely fucking retarded. Anybody living in rental housing, you're wasting your money, and get the fuck out as soon as possible. They're taking advantage of us. They don't give a fuck about us. Anyway, who gives a fuck what I think? So, my cousin in Holland is very aware of the coronavirus, as I call it, the LIERUS. And she did a lot to help my mom become fully awake and really realize what is going on. But what's sad is she's got a lot of faith in Donnie Tonahan, fucking Donald Trump, fucking the Yellow Wig Man. So recently, I haven't had a leg to stand on. I've said certain things. Obviously, Donnie hasn't fucking done too much to stop the Saudi Arabian on the fucking, what is that goddamn country called? Saudi Arabia did a huge ass genocide on, what is that country called? Anyways, if you're smart, you know what I'm talking about. It's like the country right beside them. I can't remember. I'm smoking here. And, he dropped some bombs and shit like that. But what's the worst thing he's ever done? Well, apparently he's given billions to fucking everybody's favorite fucking eugenicist, cocksucking Nazi, Bill Gates. That's right. You heard it here. Probably not first, but possibly first, because I didn't hear it anywhere else. That's right. Donald Trump, for Operation Warp Speed, gave Bill Gates billions of fucking dollars. So And that's a Jason Burmas video if you're interested. I'll probably leave a link in the description. I mean, you got to realize what's going to happen. After they distribute this vax and they inject some certain people, even if it's most people, even if 90% of people are unwilling and we get rid of the mandatory vax, what's going to happen is they're injecting a fucking untested, what in my opinion is a bioweapon, and you're going to see deaths explode after this. And then they're going to see, aha, I told you, see? It's because you guys didn't get the vax that this shit exploded. In reality, they're fucking playing around with shit they have no idea with what they're doing, or maybe they have exactly an idea with what they're doing, and they're probably basically setting us all up to fucking die. So you know what, man? You can say whatever you want, you can think whatever you want, but if you want to ignore the facts, then don't be screaming at the top of your lungs. Go bury your head in the sand somewhere where we don't have to listen to your shit. Wear a mask. Wear my dick in your mouth, you fucking idiots. Wear a mask. Wear my fucking cum on your face, you fucking bitch. Anyway, who cares? Just letting you know, if you're living in the States, Donald Trump's not coming to save you. He's not. He's part of the fucking cabal, bro. It's all puppet shows. So another thing I wanted to talk about is something less political, something less crazy, something less abrasive. All right, let's take a break from all this bullshit. We're friends. We're smoking together, right? Hollywood is dying. Hollywood's dying. Now ask yourself, what's like the craziest movie that came out in the last 5 years? Let's even go like the last 3 years. Can you think of an original movie plot that wasn't a remake that came out that was any half good? With The Irishman? You're going to tell me The Irishman? Oh, fucking ridiculous. That's a half CGI movie. They had to CGI the wrinkles off of fucking, what's his name? Robert De Niro's fucking face. They had to get rid of them. I mean, come on. If I want to watch cartoons, I'll watch fucking Batman, okay? So, basically, it's fucking, why puppets and old-fashioned building sets always surpass CGI is, it's real as hell, spicy mozzarella versus processed cheese slices. When you use a puppet, or when you use animatronics, think about this. If Jaws was CGI, do you think that movie would have been any fucking good? No, man. They built a shark, a big robotic shark, and they stuck that fucker in the water, and they had it fucking come out at people and look like it was eating people. That's some crazy shit. Nowadays, they say they use $350 million. We used $350 million for this movie. We had to program a computer. We had to hire fucking this rich and famous guy, and that was the whole budget. What do you want from us? It's like they don't even put any effort in these movies. Why do you think they fucking suck? Not to mention they would keep recycling the fucking plots over and over and over again. A new Men in Black movie came out, and what was it? They couldn't get Will Smith. They couldn't get Tommy Lee Jones. So what do they use? Two random fucking people, and one of them looks like Michael Jackson. Okay? And that's the woman. It's ridiculous. What, you think anybody wants to see these two fucking people prance around on screen playing make-believe? We want Will Smith. We want Tommy Lee Jones. Get him off the respirator. Pull that tube out of his ass. I want him in the fucking chair shooting laser guns and flashing people's memories. Okay? I've invested many years in watching Tommy Lee Jones so he can fuck right off, get out of his No Country for Old Men fucking mansion, and go and make another Men in Black movie, because otherwise I don't want to see it. Alright? I've got other opinions on that too. I'm going to do a little video about the Men in Black movie and the true origins of the Men in Black story, and how it's actually like, if they were to bring it back the way they should bring it back, it'd be like a gritty crime, like a true crime. Like, there wouldn't be any laughs in it. It'd be like, basically the story of Men in Black started as a comic book, and how the story ends, I don't want to ruin it, but basically the guy who's working for the Men in Black figures out that Men in Black are evil. And that's all I'll say. He tries to do something about it. That's all I'll say. So it's a lot more of an invigorating story than fucking, Willie Smith sucking Tommy Lee Jones's balls for 3 hours. I mean, come on. I don't mind seeing that, but at least keep it that. I don't want to see some Michael Jackson looking motherfucker going down on some other dude. Anyway, who cares? Who cares about my shitty jokes? Who gives a fuck? Anyways, You know, you're not going to put the work in. No one wants to watch it. It's recycled, rerun plots every 5 to fucking 10 years, to 15 years. You know, Total Recall's been made 3 or 4 fucking times. Total Recall has been made 3 or 4 fucking times. And I'm not talking about the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. There was a one before that. The original one that we all remember of Total Recall was a remake. And there's a big long list of these fucking movies. They're all remakes. You know, Ocean's 11? Was originally made with fucking Frank Sinatra. So just put that in your fucking head. Anyways, you know, just people are no longer able to suspend disbelief enough to enjoy the lower than ever green screen budget flicks. I mean, they say they're $100 million. How much does it really take to program some fucking fat nerd to fucking make some shit happen on a computer screen? Give him some hot pockets, some fucking Ukrainian bitch to give him a couple of blowjobs, and you know, $20-$30 per an hour, and you got yourself a fucking Captain America fucking movie, guys. Come on. You think they're shelling out that much money? It's a joke. And it's just like, you know, we're never going to see another original movie again. The best movie that I can say that I've seen in the last couple of years, just off the top of my head, just thinking, I'd have to say, like, the most original one, and it wasn't even that great, come to think of it, was the one with Will Smith, and he's like a cop with an orc. I thought that was a pretty original idea. It was like Cops meets Lord of the Rings. That's something. That's something. Obviously, they just took Lord of the Rings and fucking Cops. Or sorry, not Cops. I'm not retarded. They obviously just took Bad Boys, the plot from Bad Boys, and fucking the plot from Lord of the Rings, and they mashed fucking things together. But at least it's not a recycling of another fucking Men in Black movie or some bullshit. I mean, come on. What the fuck, man? You know, I've been watching, no word of a lie, TV has gotten so bad, I've been watching Hey Arnold for the past month, because I just can't, and I'll watch Bob's Burgers when it comes out. If there's a new episode of American Dad, if there's a new, I try to watch a Family Guy. It's just so dumb. There's something about a mustache rancher, and his name is Wild West. It was dumb. It was just dumb. Dumb. I watched it over breakfast, and I was like, this is fucking retarded. It's retarded, Jimmy. But anyways, you know, basically I just see the modern day films, I see them as money laundering plots. That's about it. So it's been about 20 minutes. I'm going to smoke this fucking down and see what comes off the top of my head. But yeah, if you did enjoy, please smack like. And we'll probably do another one of these live tomorrow around 6 or 7 p.m. And I'm going to slap together some kind of socialist, communist media site. What do they call it? Social media? I don't know. I can't remember what it's called right now. Communist media site to let motherfuckers know when we're actually going to be doing shit, because, you know, I can make a video promo on here, but who's going to see it, really? Anyway, it might just annoy somebody and they'll unsubscribe, you know? Fuck! I can't afford to hemorrhage subscribers. But anyway, I'm going to smoke the rest of this down. And, yeah, man. Jack Jerswitz, I'm going to read your email and reply to you after this, so if you're watching. Oh, fuck, man. You ever notice when these people are giving their little Corona fucking advisements, their little fucking scamdemic fucking announcements? They got some sign language person. Listen, if you're deaf and you're watching a TV program, look, I understand if someone's in person and wiggling your fucking arms like you're having a seizure is better. I understand that. I can completely understand. But when you're watching a press conference on TV, do we really need some fucking weird people standing there going... You can tell I don't know sign language. You can tell. But do we really need it? Or is it some... Listen, I don't hardcore believe in magic. I'm forced to confront the possibility being into conspiracies and paranormal shit. I don't really fully believe, but the only thing I could think that makes sense is these people think they're casting spells. Like, when you see them going like watch them for 3 minutes. Tell me that they don't look like they're casting a fucking spell upon people that are watching. My question is, why can't they just use subtitles? Why can't they just use subtitles? This is 2021 almost. We've had subtitles since the fucking 80s, and they can't subtitle that shit. They gotta get some fucking bum who probably they fucking found them at the side of the road. They're not making... You really think they're doing fucking sign language? Come on. No, they probably are, but I mean, it's just so dumb. It's so retarded. If you're deaf, would you not rather read? Is it not easier to read off a fucking screen than to decipher sign language? Jesus fucking Christ. We've got computer screens. Sign language should be a thing of the past. It's so stupid. So stupid. And here's the other thing. If someone knows sign language and you don't know sign language, what are they going to do? They're going to grab a piece of paper and a pen to talk to you. Okay? They should really be teaching those deaf kids how to do the YMCA letters. A, B. See, well, that's a B. That's kind of a B. C. C's easy. E. E'd be like this. It'd be a lot easier than sign language. It'd be a lot more useful. But anyway, just a thought. So yeah, getting ready for Christmas. Gonna be eating some magic mushrooms. I found a weed delivery service that sells shrooms too. It's amazing. I'm gonna munch on some of those with Jessica, my new girlfriend. I've known her since I was like 5 years old, and she randomly asked me out, so I said yes, and it's going well so far. It's a little weird, but when you're dating someone you've known all your life, or not all your life, but like pretty much like a long ass time, it's different than dating somebody you just met. It's really weird. Well, who gives a fuck? So yeah, we're going live tonight. I don't really like to say we're going live every Wednesday or whatever. I just like to start doing one once every night or once every other night, and eventually get a schedule down. But I find for me, when I make a plan, it really stresses me out that I have a schedule, and I know that's very unprofessional. But I see it, and the whole point of the live show is supposed to be that I do the segments during the week. And then you can call in about the segments or something else that you have on your mind. Right now, I don't have a telephone. I've got a telephone service I can use from my laptop. I should be getting a telephone within the next couple of days. Someone's giving me a phone for free. And it's going to be a smartphone, so I can download the app and use the free calling. And then we can start taking calls again. But until then, we can still take video conferencing calls. All you'll have to do is copy the link that I posted in the live fucking chats to your browser. You can use a phone as long as you have good Wi-Fi, or a laptop or a desktop. Doesn't matter. And you too could be on virtual smoke sesh, and you can also fucking call into the live show and discuss the crazy shit that's going on. I mean, there is some fucked up stories that I'm going to be doing stories on in the next couple of days. I'm going to be screaming and yelling about it. And all I got to ask, man, I'm going to end off here in a minute, but all I got to ask is I'm going to do the work. I'm going to put in the work to make these crazy ass videos. And please, just share them with a couple of people. Don't be ashamed. What you think your little Facebook account there is going to do you any good when you're sitting in a concentration camp? Share this information out there, because if you think it's a joke, you're obviously not paying attention. And I don't blame you. I cut myself off for a long time. I thought I was crazy. I was saying back in January when they started building field hospitals, I was saying these are concentration camps. You think people volunteer to go to a field hospital? You'll see. You'll see. Now they're talking about building camps. Now they're talking about automatic fucking robotic guillotines. You'll see. Keep trusting the plan, guys. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And yeah, you're in Canada. If you're Canadian, which I'm really hoping that there's some Canadians watching. We're living in a country where we're basically the world's bitch. We give away so much in foreign aid, and look, I've got no problem with refugees. I love them. I've got no problem with immigrants. I love them. As long as they're not white. All right? As long as we don't get any white immigrants. I really fucking hate white immigrants. No, I'm just joking. We got to get some fucking Irish people down here. Maybe some Ukrainian people. Some people from the Ukraine. But where was I going with this? I don't even fucking remember. The beauty of dope. Ironically, I'll be smoking another one after this while I do the writing. So what is it? It's about 8:40. It's 8:34 Ottawa time right now. If you're a fucking Yank, then it's probably 8:34 New York Standard Time. If you're in New York, or you can just look that up. We'll probably be going live at about 10. For sure. I might do a couple of video articles before then. And yeah, we're going to kick it into overgear. And I want to hear from you motherfuckers. If not, I guess I'll just go over the stuff briefly. I'll rant about it, and that'll be the show. Fuck it. We gotta start doing them again. But I should be able to pull off a live show every night. The problem is, I would rather do content that'll attract new subscribers and make this a bigger show. But I'm going to be looking into, probably not BitChute because it's really shitty, but a bunch of other different alternatives so that we can have more people in on this conversation. And I think there'll be a very interesting swapcast coming up very soon on this channel. So keep your eyes and ears to the ground. Anyway, thank you very much. We're almost done the joint here. I'm going to power toke this. That's some good fucking shit. Oh, God. I've been playing MS-DOS recently. MS-DOS games, you guys know that? I used to call it Miss-DOS. I used to play that shit in school. It's basically ancient fucking video games. Well, you think Atari is ancient? MS-DOS. You can play all those games for free, basically. The best one I played, most of them are just terrible. I even tried Wolfenstein. I was like, I could see if I was really stoned and stuck in a fucking jail cell how I could play this. But fucking Wolfenstein is, it's just horrible. I might look into Doom. But yeah, the only game I played worth a spit was Oregon Trail Deluxe version. And that one's pretty sick. You just, it looks kind of like you're playing fucking Pokemon. And it's basically a guy riding along a wagon. You got four guys behind you. You can name them all. They can be girls. So you can make one like your kid or something like that. And basically, it's the first educational video game designed to show you how it would be traveling through the Oregon Trail. But anyway, check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. Like I said, you can play it for free. And it's pretty sick. You basically just got to buy enough food and shit and survive. And it's pretty funny when you fuck up and the people in your party die. So... They die from yellow fever and shit. Or like one time I was going, it's like, do you want to ford the river or do you want to make your wagon to a boat? And I'm like, I'll ford the river. Fuck it. And we fucking, two of them drowned. Two of my fucking 3 guys drowned. I was picturing that in my head. I'm like, imagine you're going over the thing. You're in a fucking wagon full of supplies. There's like 8 oxes in front of you. And it just goes under the water and you're trying to get out. Your buddy gets knocked unconscious. You try to drag him out because I'm like, how could two of them drown? I understand one of them. People didn't know how to swim back then. Anyways, thanks for watching. And I will talk to you soon. And I'll hopefully actually talk to you soon. Don't be afraid to call in. You think I'm going to bite? Just because I'm super fucking cool and badass doesn't mean you can't have a conversation. I love you. Take care. And watch me tonight, motherfuckers.